First dart, just handing some optimism back to his opponent, who will be on a finish first.
140.
Did have the option there to go for the bull. Could have left himself on 97 or lower.
100.
And 102 plays 120 to determine who will progress. Who will take on Rob Cross?
Game
and it will
shot
be
and
Bartons, who takes out a third three-figure combination.
Doing their careers. But, you know, when you come here and you see all the big boys, it can be a very daunting place. As we see Jeffrey Deswan cracking another 180. He's looking good now, Murph, isn't he?
Yeah, 3 now for
58.
the Portuguese, who's looking at 101 for a 4-1 lead. And that's a good start. Leaves him. What's he? Yep.
Game shot.
On tops. 4-1, and he's on top at first leg and then ran right, winning 5 on the spin. JDZ got one back, but tops to cross the line.
21.
Not there yet, but he will be back.
$137.
He's back for double 10. Double 5. Well, dart after dart has gone begging here. There were 2 at tops and then 3 further. That's 5 match darts missed.
Treble 20 then for double 19. Well, we're going to see Jose come back. Do we think he's struggling to get over the line here, Murph, because he hasn't done it that often?
Well, that is a precarious start, isn't it? It was nearly in the treble, but he's out of trouble on the double. And De Sousa shakes hands after a 6-2 success.
The game's gone. Not gone, but you're not competing anymore, and all of a sudden people start nipping at you, thinking, oh, I'll have a piece of that, I'll have a piece of that.
Yeah, of course he won the European Championship in between, but we've seen it before, haven't we? Players ranked very highly just disappear within a year or two. And
when was the last time, Murph, we saw, which we used to see regularity, Peter Wright averaging 100 plus?
Yeah, 110, 115 in these events in particular.
Yeah.
Game shot.
110 there, ironically, from Jules van Dongen.
Get this leg finished and over and done with. Take this 68 points out. Still got 2 darts, tops then.
28.
Much more focus from Aaron Monk. But it's out of his hands at the minute. Another one in there gives Van Dongen a dart. At the bullseye. What a way to win it that would have been.
That would have really hurt Aaron a lot. And that would have hurt him not only a lot for the match, he'd have been thinking about that tomorrow, I can guarantee you that.
Game shot.
Well, that might be the moment that he saved his skin.
He's left to finish, albeit the biggest one on the board. But Jules van Dongen isn't getting a shot at a finish, so how much pressure will the 170 be under? A lot, by the looks of it.
100.
Let's not forget, he's just seen his opponent, Aaron Monk, miss the ball for a 164 to beat him. Now he's got to go to 170 to win the match himself. Doesn't get near the treble, and Van Dongen, he just looked over his shoulder, knowing he would return. Tops for a 6-5 success. It's been an attritional encounter. We've seen a lot of darts missed at double, but the one that matters is sunk by Van Dongen. He will just keep calm and carry on here, and applying pressure like that will not make Luke feel any warmer. Only 1 dart at double where he should have had 2.
40.
And Ian White here could find himself a couple of breaks up.
Game shot.
Well, we've seen some shocks today. This will be right up there. Seemingly struggling
85.
today.
83.
So a chance here for 4-0 to Ian White. Treble 20. double 20. Wow.
Game shot.
Wow, wow, wow. Who saw this coming? Here, success. And he's going to leave himself well placed.
100.
Well, who saw this coming?
82.
To complete the demolition job.
Game shot.
It is
and
a
match.
whitewash.
$128. $96.
Well, it's a decent leg of darts from Vincent van der Voort, but unfortunately for him, Mike
Game
De Decker has
shot.
produced an equally good one. And with, can he follow it this time? He can.
180.
Well, we've already had 2 9-dart finishers on day 1 of the Players' Championship Tour in 2024. Leighton Bennett and Mickey Mansell
140.
already on the roll of honour. Mike De Decker will not be adding his name just yet.
109.
But it is a sublime setup shot for a potential 10.
$59. Game shot.
And he
94.
Van der Voort looking to save his skin here by bedding the bullseye. He was so close to doing that, but now all he can do is hope. And his hopes are fading fast. Double top for De Decker to put
Game
Van der Voort
shot
away,
and the match.
to book his place in round 3. Double 18 for 2-2.
78.
Long way off. And I've got a feeling Aspinall's going to snaffle this up, you know. Tricky now. I think he had that feeling as well, but unfortunately for him, it didn't go that way, and Rafferty returns. Help or hindrance?
No score.
That is the wrong bed. He hasn't made it easy for himself, but wanted to make sure of the single.
Game
and he
shot.
has managed to sandwich that in between.
$95.
Well, they may have left 50, but there'll be no
97.
bull from Aspinall here. 18 double 16.
Game shot.
Effectively executed, which just allows Nathan Rafferty the opportunity to give Aspinall something to consider. And it will only be the 1 dart.
37.
Maybe slightly questionable going that route. He could have left himself a clear go at double top when he opted for a partially blocked double 18. That's a severely blocked tops, but he's found a way in. Camera.
$92. $140.
Well, interesting that he decided to stay there.
Game shot.
But it's worked out beautifully for Nathan Aspinall. that trend.
96.
Make that 40 points away.
$56.
Double top.
Game shot.
All square. 5. Aspinall still holding the advantage.
100.
The ability to do that is so admirable. At the amount of times he doesn't feel comfortable, has to stop himself from throwing the dart. Does, and then
57.
Produces a visit like that. And a moment like that as well. Double top to get the win.
Game shot and the match.
Absolutely fantastic from Nathan Aspinall. Thought he was going to get the binoculars out just then.
91.
Well, he couldn't hit double six earlier. He hit it then, but inadvertently. Leaves himself on double four, no problem.
140. No score.
Now, can Brendan finally land himself a leg? So much messing around. He gets 2 darts at double 18.
25.
But he can't hit with either. And again, Ricardo finds it hilarious.
Game shot.
Well, if I was... Maybe could have worked that out better mathematically. Use of the bullseye somewhere. Could have left him on a 2-darter.
100.
So 103 for 5-1.
Yeah. 62.
So Dolan needs 1 treble 19 and a single to get a go at the bullseye. And it might just have become a bit more difficult. You can see that from his reaction. Another meerkat appearance there from Petrescu. You can't go anywhere else, Brendan. What a dart that is. What a dart that is. To leave the ball. What a finish that is from Brendan Dolan. He blocked that treble 19, but somehow found a way through. Just shows the strength in depth. And Brendan Dolan showing his fight here. 4-0 down.
74.
Just missed 2 darts for 4 apiece, but he'll have 3 more.
$86.
Double 10 for parity.
Game shot.
Well, Dolan has scaled the mountain. Well, 5 apiece now between Mickey Mansell and Nick Kenny as well. So he's come back. Mansell and Dolan doing it in tandem.
100.
Brendan Dolan then looking for a 3rd win in 4 matches.
3.
Reminder that Gerwyn Price forfeited the previous game. If you were to be really mean to Ricardo Petrescu, you might suggest he's done the same. There's been a poor end to this match from him. His average has dipped to below 84 now. Dolan looking to try and tee up tops. And he's done that. And he's won the match. A game that he trailed 4-0. Brendan Dolan has reeled off 6 successive legs to get the job done. Leighton Bennett and Luke Littler Can Alan Suter add his name to that roll of honour? Maybe he can. Well, it was 7 perfect darts. The 8th went begging. To be honest, with his penchant for double 18, I'm surprised at the route there. But the heart was racing. My heart was racing.
60.
I'm sure his was as well. And you can see it. This is evidence of it. Goes 16 for double 18, but didn't try and leave that at the end of the 9 dart attempt.
Game shot.
In the end, it's double 9 for Alan Suter. Alan Suter's wayward one meant he's not able to go out in this visit, but he's going to leave himself
100.
Much better place than his opponent, and a break would take him to the brink. Kenny may have to hit this, and he's not going to.
65. 84.
Yes. Double 10.
Game
Oh,
shot.
what a rescue act. Even getting down to a finish. Having said that, had he hit a 20, he wouldn't have been on one anyway. Kenny the luxury of a setup to leave a double that, if he hits it, will tee up a deciding leg, and that's exactly what we've got between Brendan Dolan and
100.
Jan van Veen. Luke Littler awaiting the winner of this one, remember. Who that will be, we know not. He's a big favourite to seal a semi-final spot and a showdown with the boy wonder Luke Littler. Can he take his chance?
140.
1 point in it, but Kenny throws first. A couple of times he's done this. He's just stepped back, reset, refocused. A couple of times he's done it in the last 10 seconds. The next 10 seconds are going to be huge. Double top.
57.
Kenny can't claim it. Suter has had to ride his luck in this game. And now Nick Kenny will look at that reaction in the background. I'm not sure if it would have caused a noise or not. Suter remains unflustered. Now he's got to navigate a bit of a blocker to try and land tops, and he has done.
And the match.
Well, there will be a huge sigh of relief for Alan Suter, who should have wrapped this game up earlier.
96.
4 Players' Championship wins for heavy metal in the last 3 years. And double 10 here. Will make him win the 3rd leg. Not quite.
57.
Not bad for a bloke who can't see properly, is it? Well, Van Veen, who's had his own trials and tribulations to contend with, looking at tops.
38.
Struggled with the dreaded dartitis, but hasn't hampered his progress. 2 10s found by Searle to take the lead in this match, break a throw. Regularity really in his last 5 events now, spanning the end of last season and the start of this. He's reached the semi-finals 3 times. That's a record that any top player would be pleased with. Has gone further than that as well. Twice he's been a finalist in Pro Tour tournaments, including last year in Hildesheim when 52. He was beaten by Gerwin Price once he got there. Searle, though, dishing out the punishment here. 120 goes on tops.
4th leg. $58.
We saw 120 from Searle a couple of legs ago.
80.
You don't see the same from Van Veen, and now Ryan Searle can fill his boots. Double 10's been good to him, and it's good to him again.
6th leg.
5-1. 104.
45.
Interesting, this. Big moment. Big dart.
60.
Well, that was a chance. A half chance, but a chance all the same. Now Ryan Searle will be determined to deny Jan van Veen any more opportunities.
Game shot
And he
and
does
the
that.
8th leg.
Top prize, that's now become 15.
140.
And what a boost it would be for the players that are hoping to force themselves into things like the World Match Play to pick up £15,000 in the
94.
first event of the year. The tournament itself is one thing, but Ryan Searle here might be about to book his
Game
place
shot and
in the
match,
final.
Ryan Searle.
And it might be another tournament win for Heavy Metal, who's thrown some big stuff in that game. Another